Wonderful. We are live now. Welcome, Raza Abbas. How are you? To
I'm
Springs
good.
Abundance
Hello.
Coaching. Wonderful. So everyone, for our audience there, we give you an early warning in case because Raza is in Pakistan. Actually, it's my first time to interview Pakistan, right? And from on live. So now based in New York City. He's from Pakistan, so we're having a global connection. Hopefully, his electricity power will support him through this interview. Otherwise, we will have like a part one and then part two in case we'll be like interrupted by how to say accident, right? I know now maybe all the like Pakistan people are now online. So evening time, right? What's the time now?
It's the time. It's 11 o'clock right now.
Oh,
11 p.m.
11 p.m., right? 11 p.m. evening time. It's really like a hard time for everybody to get online and cell phone, Wi-Fi, right? My time now in New York City, Eastern time is 2 p.m., around 2 p.m. Afternoon. So let's jump right in. And by the way, Raza, it's so much an honor. It's already like I remember my first interview of you, 2009. Can you believe that, everybody? 12 years ago. It's a whole decade. So and it's so funny, like my initial interview when we had no Zoom, we had no really YouTube channel that time. So I used a very traditional way. Can you still remember? I sent you email with my questions and you answered it and we put it into a document, right? And then I shared on in my email or website during that time, just 12 years ago. Everything is it's more like not visual. And today I'm so honored. Now we are on the Zoom and the YouTube live. And so welcome, Radha, and thank you for
Thank
being
you,
on my
Spring.
past interview again. I'm so curious
Thank
to
you.
say what would be the change for the 12 years, right? But for most people who are not knowing you yet, can you introduce a little bit about yourself?
Sure. Well, thank you once again, Spring, for inviting me to your wonderful live show. Now, it's been a pleasure and an honor to know you for more than a decade now.
Yeah.
And my name is Raza Abbas. I'm based in Pakistan, and I'm a global professional. My area of expertise is organizational development, career coaching, and career reforms. And I love to inspire people from all across the globe. In the last 12 years, I know Spring was kind enough to interview me 12 years back. What has happened in those 12 years? A lot of traveling, a lot of impact, and a lot of inspiration.
Wow, it's so wonderful. Among all these like passion interviews, initially, right, 12 years ago, a few of you I still kept in touch. And I'm so happy that we are still in our passion, right? Through the 12 years, we are still in. So that means this is a true passion. So let me ask you, what do you enjoy the most in your business, in your passion business, as a career advisor and also a development coach, right? Career development coach for organizational development. And what do you enjoy the most? What is your superpower in this business?
I think I'm really humbled to get a um, talent that was when I was very young, was to connect people with what they are passionate about.
Mm-hmm.
How can they find their career calling? What were they made? What was their life all about? And my secret is to find that career calling and make sure that their career is meaningful, is abundance of happiness and economic prosperity.
Wow, that's a wonderful combination. And by the way, do you help both professionals and also entrepreneurs?
Yes, my it's interesting. I was interviewed a few days back by a national channel, and they asked, "What is your age group?" And I said, "I start with the ages of 12, and I go all the way
Wow.
to ages of 70." So this is the breadth of experience. So
Yeah,
from a
that's
child
wonderful. Uh-huh.
to a grown up.
From a teenager, right, to like a senior people. Oh, that's wonderful. And by just coincidentally, I recently created a program called Teen CEO with my daughter. She's 12 years old, a teenager. I have a son, 14 years old. So they've been like staying at home right during the pandemic for so long time. And their creativity could not be really limited. So that I created the Teen CEO Mastermind program with them. So basically now I expanded my zone as well. I've been helping like adults, visionary entrepreneurs, right? And now expand to be teenager entrepreneurs as well. So just like so resonating with what you are doing now. That's
Wonderful.
wonderful. Yeah, yeah. So tell us during like I know we interviewed this before, but we really need to refresh our our audience, right? If they do not know, like how did you, what is your turning point that they think this is your journey, and how like I just want to know like at the early age, right? You said that since the early age you found your passion. Is there any like specific event and the turning point that like how to say uh, motivated you to get into this business and stay so long time, right?
Great question, Spring. When I was studying in the US, I actually had the privilege to go to the US for my higher education. So
Oh.
I got my higher education from the University of Arizona. That's where I lost all my hair. It was too hot. So,
Really?
so I went to Tucson, and when I was studying in my undergrad,
Oh,
so I used to volunteer at the career services department, and
oh,
that's when I got into career counseling, career coaching, career development, and I really enjoyed it. And I
yeah.
used to volunteer my time to international students because I was an international student myself, and
Wow.
that's where I found my passion. I used to interview people. A lot of friends used to come. Raza, I have an interview at a big five consulting firm, at Deloitte Consulting, at
Mhm.
PricewaterhouseCoopers. You have the passion of coaching, and you can give us some really good critical feedback. So
Mm.
that was a turning point in my career that I said, this is something that I really enjoy. And when I came back to Pakistan, once I graduated from the US with dual degrees in business administration and communication, I said, I want to do something different. So I was talking to my father, who's been a role model in my career, and I
Mhm.
said, I want to do something that connects people with their career calling. He said,
Oh.
okay. And he said, what is that? And I said, that is career counseling. He said, okay, I will support you, but if you can spread this all over the world, you
Wow.
have my support. I said, oh, don't worry about that. I
Wow.
will, I will, I will ensure that I go to different continents, different cities, meet different people, and that's how the passion grew into a big business. And it was something that I was very passionate about.
Wow, that's a so wonderful experience. I'm so, so happy that your father supported and understand what you want to do, right? So far, I guess my parents, they are now in China. They still do not fully understand what is coaching, and the majority of Chinese people do not understand that. I believe one day I will go back there to empower more people. And so far, my business is global, but not so many Asian people yet in this industry, right? Do not see so many of us. So it's so important that you, as based in Pakistan and impacting people globally. That's wonderful. I also went to Tucson. It's a beautiful place, and also America is really like it's a how to say it's a very prime place for coaching, right? 12 years ago when I started interviewing you, I also just found out my true passion, my purpose, and left the corporate world. Just I lost my job, by the way, in the last financial crisis from the from a Fortune 100 company, and that I took 6 months to find out my purpose, passion with the career coach's support. So your job, career coaching is so important to empower people to really help them to find out what is their true purpose and passion. I'm doing this similarly now, empowering the
Wonderful.
visionary entrepreneurs. Similarly, doesn't matter if you are professionals or you are like entrepreneurs. They all need what's your true why, right? What is your deep motive, so that you can create something really meaningful and also joyful for yourself and the family. So, through how many years you've been in entrepreneurship so
I've been
far?
in it for the last 14 years now.
14?
Yeah, 14 years.
Oh, wow, 40 years. So during this, I believe there are so many ups and downs, right? Can you share what is your biggest challenges and how you transformed and turned through to really pass through that kind of challenging points?
I think that's a great question.
Yeah.
When you are going towards your passion, so it's never a straight road. It's a
Yeah.
bumpy road, it's ups and downs. It's a roller coaster.
Yes.
It goes curves. So I
Yeah,
think it's very important. Number one is you need to believe in yourself.
that's true.
Number two, you need to be soft on yourself. You need to be very gentle. That
Oh, yes, yes.
this is a temporary phase, and eventually tomorrow the sun will rise, and it's going to be a better day. And you
Mm.
need to have a lot of allies, a lot of
Mm-hmm.
people that you can connect with globally and nationally, that
Mm-hmm.
can mentor you, that can give you support, that can give you
Sure.
hope.
Yeah.
So my model was throughout is to expand my business globally. And when I was doing this globally, there were some times when I used to go to conferences, I could not get the funding. My visa was I didn't get the visa at the 11th hour. Most of the times I got the visa, but I was very flexible in my approach, in my behavior. So I would like to give an example. I was selected by Hive, which is a very leading entrepreneurship venture in the US. And one of the things one of the things I did for my adaptability, when I could not present in person, I adapted and I presented virtually. So
Wow.
that was my adaptability. And one of my mentors, Dr. Lisa, she said there are various ways to get to your potential. Going to the conference is one way, but you
Yeah.
can also record yourself through distance. And that was a way when I was able to from adversity, I got an opportunity being a distant speaker. So
Wow, that's
here I had
cool.
a
So before
challenge,
the
and
pandemic, right? Before the pandemic, you already started the pivoting to how to
yes.
leverage your purity in the situation, right? That's wonderful.
So this really actually helped me, that how do you speak through distance and how do you do distance coaching. And this in this 6 months of COVID-19, I think those people that were able to swift very adaptively to this new change were able to
Yes.
achieve success.
Oh yes, definitely. So this is a right topic actually. During the pandemic, right? My best mentor, Tony Robbins, he initially also his all live events globally get canceled because of a pandemic. Initially, he gets so pissed off and angry, and then he's been sharing this experience with us, and he learned to pivot as well. Pivot as well, and during this situation, and then eventually he created his virtual studio 360-degree experience for all his like live event now. So that's wonderful that you have had this experience from, I know, Pakistan. Now, sometimes in the summertime, you even worry about your electricity power, right? But really learn how to use all this kind of situation to work for you instead of to be limited by it, right? And I really appreciate what you said, like you need to be soft to yourself, like really believe in yourself and also love yourself. If your blueprint, you're not meeting your blueprint, do not blame or to be so harsh to yourself, right? And it's still, look for what you believe in and keep leverage whatever you have and to get there. Oh, that's a wonderful experience. And I believe you already get quite some rewarding. So what's the best reward you've already got from your passion business?
Well, I was very humbled to receive 2 international awards.
Wow.
Actually, I received the NCDA National Career Development Association International Practitioner Award last year in 2019. And NCDA, for those who are in the US, this is a association of career development that has been established for more than 80 years.
Wow.
So that's a very prestigious association. This is the first time a
Cool.
Pakistani earned this award. And
Wow.
then in 2017, I received the Asia Pacific Career Development Association International Practitioner Award. So that was in 2017. And then in 2015, I was profiled in the World Book of Hope, which profiles 100 scientists from all across the globe. I was selected from Pakistan for my work with youth and with on my work on career coaching.
Wow, that's really congratulations, by the way. That's really impressive, right? Through the 12 years, you've already made so many outstanding, great accomplishments. Congratulations. So if your clients or your students would like evaluate you or give you feedback, what do you think they love you the most?
Empathy.
Empathy. You mean empathy? Whoa. That kind of you helped me reminded what Tony Robbins mentioned about the number one of his 7 master steps. The number one is really that kind of a connection, understanding. Is that true? You stand in
So
there, yeah.
So one of the things I've been really gifted, that since I've traveled extensively across the globe. I've been to 25 countries. I'm
Yeah.
really blessed. So when I'm connecting with from people from different nationalities, I connect and gel very quickly.
Wow.
And that's the bonding, and that's the trust that they give me. And so I have so I ensure confidentiality, and that confidentiality gives them abundance of happiness and openness to express about their careers.
Oh, that's wonderful. So people will welcome you so much as a mentor who truly understand them and give them the empathy, right? And at the same time also see their potential.
Yeah.
So what do you think the major factors for your success? Can you give us like top 3 factors for your success?
Selfless determination.
Determination. Mm-hmm.
That is very important.
Mm-hmm.
Being very persistent,
Persistent, yeah.
and networking is the key.
Oh, networking. So tell more about your networking. And you mentioned about like associations, right? How do
Yeah.
you? What's your secret of networking? Because I know during the pandemic time, many people have the challenge to network, right? What's your secret?
I think the secret is you need to. I have a lot of contacts on LinkedIn, and one of the key example is that we've known each other for the last 12 years, right?
Yeah.
Even though we were not in that regular touch, but still, I used to see your posts, you used to see my posts.
Mm-hmm.
We used to keep in touch. So I think we need to nurture our networks. Number one.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Number two is I usually make sure that all the people that I have on my list, whenever there's a new year, I send them a small note. Mr. XYZ, hope you are well. Hope you and your loved ones have a wonderful new year. Just a small note, without asking any favor.
That's
So just showing your authenticity to connect and to remain engaged and to remain committed. So whenever you need them, they will remember you as a person who focuses on relationship first and the favor later.
Wow, that's super important. I'm so happy you mentioned about that, because now you may be the only a few people. I interviewed dozens of like passionate entrepreneurs. You are really one of a few. Still keep in touch with me, and especially we are like at the different like global locations, right? You're in Pakistan, in New York, and it's a big distance. But you are only one who is not like so many people on LinkedIn. By the way, today is really on pitch. The first time they connect with you, they pitch you directly and what they can offer you. Do you want to buy this and that, right? I get so bored on that LinkedIn, but you are just one of a few really like a genuine, like keep that connection. So I'm so happy that you mentioned about this. So for our audience, this is so important. Like you need to give before you receive, right? And always keep that kind of a genuine interest to reach out and to keep that connection. And I remember you like randomly time from time will comment what I shared, my post, my YouTube, everything to give that support without any like how to say like just a selfish interest, just want everything's on me. So that's very important. I'm so happy that thank you for sharing that part. So especially during the pandemic, everybody needs that connection. So if you would give more values than just expect to receive, you would definitely build up a great like a network around you. So wonderful. So Raza, what is your like give us some like your best essential like wisdom and you want to share with our people through your 14 years of entrepreneurship and coaching experience. What do you think is most important?
I think the most important is people management.
Mm-hmm.
You should have the genuine care for people, irrespective of their religion, of their caste, of their color, of their age. People are people. People love love. People love compassion. People love integrity. People love honesty. And just be yourself. There's no point in coming up with a persona that I'm not. Just be yourself. That's a simple wisdom. Be yourself and do it on a consistent basis. And the whole world will attract towards you. Don't try to create a persona that you're not. And the more fluid you are, the more impact you will have. It's simple.
Wow. And by the way, do you find like your culture background, from Asia, South Asia, right? Do you feel like, I know Pakistan, India, all this, and China as well, right? We all value that kind of a relationship, genuine relationship and our history and culture. Do you think that helped you to have that, how to say, the connections helped you? My question is like your background, your
I think
culture.
my upbringing, my life has been very diverse. My life has been very diverse. I was very blessed to travel across the globe, and that brought a lot of diversity. Even when I was in the US, when I was studying, I lived with people from 24 different countries. So that diversity, not only I read about diversity, but I experienced diversity. And then I'm a very social person. I like to, I have an extrovert personality. I meet with a lot of people, and I make sure that whatever contacts I have, I remember them, they remember me. So it's a relationship based on mutual trust, mutual respect, and mutual longevity. I think it's very important when we talk about career. It's not just a short span, it's a career longevity. And what is career longevity? A career that goes for a longer duration of time.
Wow, that's wonderful. Really, like really encourage everybody, right? Exposed to more diversity and global cultures, so that you will really find that this global is really like one whole family. We all have that similar needs and desires, right? And really look forward to that genuine collection. That's just similar to any kind of a races, any kind of a country, any level of people, right? Is that true? Wonderful. So thank you so much, Raza. So do you have any things you want to share with people, like your gift or your work you want, how people can find you to learn more?
Yeah, I'm just sharing my email address right now, and I will be happy to offer a complimentary coaching right now. I know people are under a lot of stress, so I will be happy to share the first session free of cost. And once I believe in the concept of giving, so you can write me an email. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel as well, and you can connect me on LinkedIn as well. I'll be happy to have a discussion with you on your careers. What is stopping you to go to the next level? What is the roadblock? And my specialty is to remove that roadblock and to open that Niagara Fall of career for you.
Wow, that's wonderful. So I think you are most active on LinkedIn, right? So people can easily search for your name, Raza. Let me say your last name, Raza.
Yeah. Let me just share
Abbas,
my LinkedIn.
Yeah, Raza Abbas. It's very we've been kept on the LinkedIn and also your email address. And people, you are feel free to reach Raza to read his articles and also check his YouTube channel. And we'll look forward that Raza, thank you for your generosity that you would provide this complimentary consulting and coaching for people to help them move their blocks, right? Thank you so much, Raza. Okay. So everyone, if you have any questions for by the way, Raza connected with me and really want to present through this live event on my past interview has been a decade. So for our regional entrepreneurs out there who have an important message and a great passion, you're welcome to reach out to me. And if you want to be interviewed, we'll give you this opportunity. Wonderful to share your message to impact more people. Raza, thank you again. And I believe your business and also your genuine collection, that's your son, hi, will really keep expanding. I believe that, right? And I look forward that one day you will come to New York. We can gather in person and we can I also definitely look for more strategic partnership with you, and maybe we can, get some messages together and to empower more people globally. Okay.
So thank you very much, Spring. I wish you abundance of luck in your abundance of aspiring entrepreneurs all across the globe.
Thank you so much. And by the way, we're so blessed today that Pakistan's electricity power, it's abundant enough to support our whole session, right? We were not interrupted, so that's a good blessing. So everyone, thank you so much, and feel free to ask our questions and keep in touch and find us on both Facebook and LinkedIn. And Raza and me, we will definitely support you to overcome any of your blocks and go for what you are called for. All right? Thank you, Raza. Keep in touch, okay? We will talk more on LinkedIn. All right. Take care. Bye-bye.